All right, we back. Goodfellas Sports TV. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Uh, won't miss another video. And y'all know we talking about the second rehydration clause Canelo Alvarez has put on Jermall Charlo. Excuse me, Sergey Kovalev. We're gonna talk about Chris Eubanks and Jermall Charlo next if they get past they fights. They spearheading the card December 7th on Showtime. And I'll talk a little bit about Showtime supposed to be throwing a little bit more money behind boxing. And talk about that as well. And then we also will talk about that Jose Ramirez will not vacate his belt. He will be open to fighting Josh Taylor. And he didn't really want to fight Jose Ramirez. He didn't want to fight Regis Prograis. So that's what that was about. But I do appreciate everybody for checking back in. Shout out to Courtney Richardson already in the house early. Appreciate the love, support. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. So it was brought to my attention today when I woke up this morning that Kovalev, well, the media, Golden Boy lied to a lot of the media, telling them that there was no rehydration clause, and that's what they told the media. And many of the media people bought it. And Dan Rayfield broke the story that somebody leaked it from Kovalev camp, obviously, or somebody who didn't like Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy. So I'm not exactly sure who leaked the information, but it could have been a number of people. Kathy Duva, Todd DeBuff, Bob Arum, Ingus Klimov, or Klimov is Kovalev manager. Could have been Kovalev wife. Could have been a cousin. Could have been anybody. You know what I'm saying? Could have been the coach, but it was a gag order on it where Kovalev and Canelo couldn't talk about the rehydration clause. So that was broken yesterday. Then when I woke up this morning, one of my boys hit me up, told me that that's the second way rehydration clause on Sergey Kovalev, where Kovalev can't weigh in more than 100 going into the ring. So I haven't really heard about this a lot. Now, you got a lot of people that's sitting here trying to do damage control on Canelo, saying that, the IBF has a rehydration clause, so it shouldn't be an issue. It's not about the IBF. The IBF ain't on the line. You know what I'm saying? This ain't got shit to do with the IBF championship. All right? This is a WBO sanctioned fight. Okay? So at the same time, you can sit here and tell, the IBF, this ain't the IBF. If the WBO had the rule, wouldn't be nothing to talk about. But remember when the IBF implemented the rule and, Canelo worked behind the scenes and got the rule taken out. You can't always believe what people tell you. Even though they might be telling you the truth, it's a partial part of the truth. It's a partial part of the truth. So at the end of the day, Canelo has taken out the rule, had the rule taken out by the IBF, and now he's going to implement the rule once again when he wants to. But when he fought Amir Khan, it wasn't no rehydration cap. He wouldn't let Amir Khan get it. When he fought Cotto, it wasn't no rehydration cap. But when he fought Golovkin, he didn't want a rehydration cap. So he had the IBF take it out. It's the Canelo rule. You know what I'm saying? He fought Danny Jacobs. It was a unification bout. Danny Jacobs bought the IBF. He brought the Super WBA and the WBC to the table. He put the rule back in. So this is why Canelo ain't respected, man. I don't respect this dude, man. He'd never be pound for pound number one. He'd never be the best of his era. You know what I'm saying? And how many pound for pound number one fighters? You got some that been knocked out, in their prime and came back before their prime. You got some that, that had some terrible performance. Well, how many pound for pound fighters lost every round to any fighter? Floyd Mayweather dusted his ass off every round. He did not drop a round. You heard Canelo gonna be 2 hours after Diaz and Massive. Yeah, I heard that it's supposed to be after that fight. Well, it's gonna be another long layover. You know what I'm saying? Remember when he fought Golovkin the second time? It was like an hour or some change, between the co-main event and then, because everybody was knocking each other out. It was a non-competitive, non-competitive card. So at the end of the day, it really don't make me any matter. But It ain't really no good college football on today. So the UFC card supposed to be off the chain. You know what I'm saying? So I think people not gonna watch that shit no way. Because what time is that UFC card gonna come on the main event? Well, what time we talking? Like what? 10, 11? Best case scenario, that main event it gets off at, let's say, 11 o'clock. I say that main event get off at 11 o'clock. 2 hours after, 12-1. That's 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Seriously, that's 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Who the hell want to be waiting on Canelo to fight? And it every day since that's every day of this week is getting worse and worse and worse. It's more bullshit. It's more bullshit. Not only do you got promoters that put gag orders or non-disclosure agreements on their fighters, Top Rank known to do it. There's been some talk, maybe Al Heyman do it, where they can't talk bad about the company. Now you have Canelo implementing a non-disclosure agreement where you can't talk about the finer points of the fight. So now you got certain people in certain teams or certain people that don't like Golden Boy that's leaking information. Every day goes by, this fight becomes worse and worse and worse. More non-competitive. It's more, people have been seeing this fixed from behind the scenes. Now, people swerving down. It wasn't going to be no catch weight. Wasn't going to be no rehydration clause. And the more and more you think about it, the more and more you like, why should I even waste my time watching the fight? The more and more you think about it, Canelo just keep getting B-rated, degraded. You see why he not pound for pound number one. You know what? And the only reason people want to fight him is for financials. The main card 10 p.m. So yeah, that fight not going to be over till 11. You got the ring walks. You know what I'm saying? They gonna fight for a while. I know the UFC ain't that long. They're gonna fight for a while. They're gonna do a little post fight. Yeah, you're looking at 11. 11 Eastern Standard Time. So 2 hours after it, like, come on, man. What if Kovalev is getting paid to take it? That's everybody been saying that behind the scenes. Everybody been saying that behind the scenes. Yeah, you said 2 hours after, so you're gonna be looking at 1 a.m. I estimate that card to be completely over at 11. So 12, 1, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. I think it'll be a stretch. I ain't watching it. If I'm up at 10 a.m., I'll give it a watch, but they's a fucking joke. And then people not talking about Canelo possibly being dirty. Have y'all seen the pictures of Canelo Alvarez, man? Seriously, have y'all seen the pictures of Canelo Alvarez? Have y'all seen the pictures of Canelo? Canelo is, how many people you seen move up and look shredded? Seriously, Dr. Blick, salute. How many people you seen move up in weight and look shredded like Canelo Alvarez? Oh, he looked tight around the waist. You know what I'm saying? He looked terrible. He looked like a fudgesicle, a melted caramel, a caramel piece. He like one of them melted magnums they be selling this shit. Little ice cream bars. Only guys I know that move up and put muscle and look more leaner was Manny Pacquiao. They know what they say about Pacquiao and fucking Canelo Alvarez. There's no doubt in my mind that he allegedly juicing. Cover my own. No. He said there's a 5 fight on the main event card, so it might take 11:30. Okay. Shout out to Ernest though. Canelo Alvarez moved up. Well, what is it? 15 pounds, and he looked more shredded than ever. Back looked ripped, stomach looked ripped, arms looked ripped. Like, come on, man. This is beyond a fucking joke. Samuel, salute. This is a joke. This is a clown show. Kovalev is probably selling his. If Kovalev win, I apologize. If Kovalev bring home the bacon, I shut the fuck up. But Kovalev taking the dive. Then he gonna fight Bivol next. He got a 3-fight deal with the DAZN. So not only is Kovalev getting overcompensated, you know what I'm saying? Top Rank took $2 million purse. So he got 10. Kathy Dubin probably took 4. After taxes, he gonna bring home about 2.5, 3 million. The manager, coaches got to get their cut. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, the zone say, look, the zone basically, this is what happened. The zone basically purchased Sergey Kovalev network contract from Top Rank. That's what they did. They said, we give you 12 to come fight Canelo. We give you 10 to take that dive. 2 went to Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, we know if you take an L to Canelo, people look at you funny. We gonna pay for you to come back to the zone for a 3-fight deal to end your career. So it's no telling. Kovalev probably got the same deal like Danny Jacobs and Andrade got. 3-fight deal for $4 million. So they paid him 12 to fight Canelo. And then he get an additional 12 for a 3-fight deal probably. I'm just kept speculating. So at the end of the day, he getting paid. He getting 24 million probably out the deal. I'm just speculating on what the other deal was. You know what I'm saying? So you just look at certain situations like that. So hold on, I stepped on the fucking remote. You know, so this fight just getting worse and worse, especially if they talking about it's gonna be 2 hours after the Diaz main event. Holyfield started at 75. He went to cruiserweight. He went to heavyweight, but I can't remember exactly what he weighed. Like 215, 220. But Evander Holyfield always had that body. You know, people say what he say. He was on steroids. I don't know. But black people do that. You know what I'm saying? How many Mexicans you seen really shredded up? Be real. How many Asians or Filipino fighters you seen really cut up? Come on. You don't even see that many Hispanic fighters above like a certain weight limit. I can't give you an exact one. From black fighters, you see them from Mark Too Sharp. You see them down at the lower weight classes. Calvin Kelly at the lower weight classes. You know what I'm saying? You see Gary Russell, lower weight classes. The Dominicans are brothers and the Cubans are brothers. Rigondeaux, lower weight classes. Gamboa, lower weight classes. You go up to welterweight. You and Ray Leonard, Floyd Mayweather, Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford. You want to go to middleweight? Marvin Hagler, Sugar Ray Robinson, Bernard Hopkins. You keep going on and on. You want to go to super middleweight? Andre Ward. You want to go light heavyweight? Jeff Lacey. You know what I'm saying? Michael Spinks, Michael Moore, Chad Dawson, Antonio Tarver. Cruiserweight, you had guys up there. James Toney went through there. Heavyweight, Deontay Wilder. So we all across the board. It's all across the board. You see Floyd Mayweather, he move up, but a lot of dudes really suck their body down and they look more natural when they get to their weight. But most of these Mexican fighters, you don't see them really go. Look at Marquez. This motherfucker was 40 years old. And I like Marquez. He was 40 fucking years old, right? This dude was 40 years old. And he ended up getting shredded and being cut more than he ever was in his life in that last fight versus Pacquiao. What was that? 4th or 5th fight? Whatever. I lose counts. But everybody else has speculations about Marquez. Oh, Marquez has never been this shredded in his life. And this and that Canelo move up. It's like a gag order on everybody. Fuck Canelo, man. Canelo is one of the worst thing in boxing going, dog. Worst thing in boxing. He don't take no risk. And it ain't like Canelo earned the right as well. Had he went out there and beat the shit out of Floyd Mayweather, we can't really say nothing. Had he went out there and beat the shit out of Floyd Mayweather, we can't say nothing. Will you tell me where he earned it at? He ain't earned shit. At least Floyd Mayweather stopped fucking Corrales. He stopped Gotti. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck has Canelo ever stopped? Nobody. Ronaldo, salute. Nobody. And then this whole card trash other than Ryan Garcia and Dono and then Evander Holyfield's son making his debut. While we talk, here go to DAZN commercial right here on CBS. Don't nobody in America care about fucking Canelo. If Canelo never fought again, American boxing fans wouldn't give a shit. Except for the Mexican American ones. No, nobody will fucking care. Nobody I'm at the gym talking about Canelo. Nobody. Ain't nobody really talking about boxing, but I don't care about no fucking Canelo. Niggas know Canelo because of Floyd. Man, Canelo, I ain't never seen a pound for pound fighter lose every round. I seen some get knocked out. I seen some get dropped. Canelo lost every round. You know what I'm saying? And then you got certain YouTube motherfuckers covering this like it's the event of the year. Like, really, nobody give a shit about this fight now. You know, had he fought Kovalev while Kovalev was beating the shit out of Bernard Hopkins and beating Nathan Coverly, then it would be something. But Floyd Mayweather wasn't moving up, putting fucking catchweights on motherfuckers and two rehydration clause. He put 152 on Canelo. That's it. Canelo could have rehydrated to wherever he want to. Oscar De La Hoya, he fought him at 54. Castillo, he fought him at 35. Oh God, he fought him at 40. He didn't put a rehydration clause on Madonna. Madonna weighed 20 pounds more than him come fight night. Castillo weighed 20 pounds more than him come fight night. You know what I'm saying? You know, and motherfuckers want to, oh, Eric Morales is hating, and Nacho Beristain is hating, and Juan Marquez is hating. Nobody hating on this motherfucker. These are all facts. All facts. Joseph Brown salutes. It's all facts. Somebody get shit, but if they hating on Canelo, that shit fact. The more and more this fight came, the more or less interested I got. The more bullet, oh, I heard his face. Oh, it's a rehydration clause. Oh, it's another rehydration clause. I'm like, come on, man. Come on, Oscar. Come on. And what makes it so bad is you know you're not gonna beat Canelo with a 10-fight deal worth $330 million. You're not beating this dude. You're not beating him. You're not beating Canelo on that. They not letting Canelo lose. You might knock Canelo out, and they might take him to the back, wake him up with some smelling salt, and they might continue to fight. So the zone has made Canelo that much more invincible. He said I put Salvador Iron Lung Sanchez and Carlos Canazarata. I'm sorry if I meant El Finito Lopez over Canelo as far as Mexican greats. Yeah, like Salvador Sanchez died too young. But you ain't gonna beat Canelo Alvarez, bro. Canelo got the most protection in the game. The zone just made him that more invincible. If Canelo get knocked down, the ref gonna pick him. I'll never forget when motherfucking Lucian Bute got a 50 count. I knew boxing was some bullshit then. He was fighting that dude named Andrade. That motherfucker got a 50 count. Same people claim Floyd be the washed up version of Cotto and Mosey. Talk about how Canelo resume is great and dares to be great. Man, I swear to God, that Hicks boxing, HTX boxing, that wasn't the really shit. That motherfucker he won his first title at a catchweight, bro. Versus Matthew Hatton. I never forget, it was on HBO. They fought like 150. Matthew Hatton. I'm like, Ricky Hatton? Matthew Hatton, bro. And I don't even think he stopped Matthew Hatton. Real talk. Let me go look that up. I don't even think he stopped Matthew Hatton. If my memory serves me correctly, I don't think he stopped Matthew Hatton. I don't think he stopped that dude. I'm looking at BoxRec right now. I don't think he stopped Matthew Hatton. Let me see. Nope, he didn't stop Matthew Hatton. His first belt came from a vacant title. That's crazy. He didn't even stop Matthew Hatton, bro. His first fight was for a vacant title and didn't even stop Matthew Hatton. That's crazy. I forgot what the fuck happened that fight. I didn't think he did stop him. And Matthew Hatton, he only was stopped once, though. He got stopped by... Hold on. David Keir, early in his career. Way before he fought Canelo, I believe. Yep. Sean, salute. Canelo dares to be great when it's convenient. You ain't lying, bro. He talking about going up to cruiserweight. I'm not even get cruiserweight. This motherfucker smoking moon rocks, dog. Sean, salute. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is, man. It's boxing. It's the only fight going. Well, it ain't the only fight tonight. I forgot. Jason Sosa's taking on Miguel Duck Goose Burchett. Hold on, I'm trying to. And then it got a good fight on FS1 tonight. Let me see what time it come on. It come on at 10:30 FS1. Brian Carlos Castanos, who had a draw with Lara last time out, is taking on Wale Omatoso. You know, he's taking the dude that just knocked out Curtis Stevenson on the Kanauki Areola card. So I didn't know that fight was tonight, man. And that's a good ass motherfucking fight. That's a good motherfucking fight. Oh, Canelo get killed, man. They gonna wake Canelo up. They gonna Mexican Jesus gonna send him back from the afterlife. He gonna come back and finish the fight. For real. For real. Shit crazy, but let's talk about I heard the plan and I heard kind of Eubanks allude to this, but I heard behind the scenes the plan is for Jermall Charlo to take on Chris Eubanks Jr. So that's gonna be the plan as long as Canelo don't offer Jermall Charlo, which I heard that it may be a chance that Canelo might fight Jermall Charlo next after Kovalev, depending on what happened tonight. Quite frankly, I've been very vocal, and I really don't care for Canelo well-being at all. But if that was me, I would go down to 68, possibly take on Billy Joe, and then come back down to 160 and fight Jermall Charlo. But for Jermall Charlo, it could be the best case scenario. You getting the Canelo coming down 15 pounds, which we all know he getting some assistance moving up and moving down in weight. So, Jermall Charlo might get a chance to fight Canelo. If not, they're looking at doing Eubanks versus Jermall Charlo. I thought that fight had a better chance of happening at 168. But Chris Eubanks say, he a natural middleweight. He making this American debut on the Charlo and Dennis Hogan undercard. I'm looking forward to Charlo and Dennis Hogan. I think that's an underrated fight. Dennis Hogan's fought north of 160 pounds before he fought at 168. So Dennis Hogan ain't as small as people make him out to be. So, what do you say? What happened with him and his regular WBA after that draw with Lara? He had a mandatory with Michael Soar. This is somebody told me. He had a mandatory, but Michael Soar, promoter, wasn't paying that much money or whatever. So he dropped the regular WBA title. I heard it was over money. So yeah, the Michael Soar, that would have been like they second or third fight or something like that. So the promoter wasn't paying enough money. So he let it go, which he should have. Our regular title ain't shit. But Charlo and Eubanks, I think that's gonna be a good fight to kick off 2020. I know a lot of people heavily favor Jermall Charlo, but I think that fight is a very, very close fight because I think Jermall Charlo is regressing. I'm not saying that Jermall Charlo, Chris Eubanks is progressing so much, but I think it'll be a war. You know what I'm saying? I think Eubanks got a good chin. I think Charlo got a good chin. I think they're gonna go to war. You know what I'm saying? I think them motherfuckers gonna go to war. And I think, you're gonna see it's gonna be savagery. I called this earlier this year or last year. This is gonna be a savage war. You know what I'm saying? Both guys ain't too technical to me. I think Jermall, he technical, but he's just missing something in his game, man. But I think that's one of the best gifts PBC giving out early next year. To be honest, I'd rather see Jermall Charlo and Chris Eubanks fight each other than Jermall Charlo and Canelo Alvarez because I know Jermall Charlo ain't gonna get no fair shake. They're gonna put a rehydration clause on him. He gonna put another rehydration clause on him. They're gonna overplay Jermall Charlo. They probably gonna give him $15-16 million to take the fight. He gonna sell his own. That's what it's gonna be. He gonna sell his motherfucking own. I don't think Charlo beat him easy. Charlo didn't beat Matt Korobov easy. You know what I'm saying? And in my opinion, he didn't beat Brandon Adams easy. That fight was too close. He's supposed to get a motherfucker who I think Willie Monroe knocked out. Jermall Charlo ain't as good as y'all make him out to be, man. He not. You know what I'm saying? He ain't. The only person I see him beat easy was Hugo Centennial Jr. and K9 for the belt. Everybody and Jorge Sebastian Highland. Everybody else I seen him fight, man. Austin Trout could have went either way. J-Rock was piecing him up until he got knocked out. Korobov, but it was tough. And Brandon Adams was tougher than it should have been. You know what I'm saying? Those fights, like right now, this dude has been regressing really fast and really hard. You know what I'm saying? And then you got a guy that's coming down the way to his natural weight, a guy that like to come forward. His jab is going to be key in to really disrupt Chris Eubanks' offense. And like I said before, that ain't gonna be no easy. This motherfucker just win a tough 12, in my opinion, with Brandon Adams. That motherfucker look like he getting worse and worse and worse from Ronnie Shield. He might want to go follow Irizarry Lara and go train with Ishmael Salas. This facade that Jermall Charlo is this great fighter. I don't see it, man. I don't see the footwork. I don't see nothing past his straight punches. I don't see the double left hook. I don't see the big overhand right. I don't see the body work. I don't see the uppercut. I don't see the combination punches. He's a very, very bland fighter. It's nothing special about him other than he big and he got a little bit of pop. And I think his pop at 160 is overrated. He don't have no elusiveness upstairs. That nigga like a broomstick. He not getting better at all. And I think he the one that should be training with Derrick James, and Jermall should be back with Ronnie Shields. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see the dominant fighter. I think Canelo will dominate him anyway. Ricky E. Salute. I think Canelo will dominate Jermall Charlo anyway. He don't need no catch weight, no beat the shit out of him. Not saying he'll stop him. He can beat the shit out of him. He too basic. And to be that basic, he don't carry a lot of power. Now, if he was cracking like Triple G, and if he end up cracking like Triple G, then he might have a chance. But Eubanks got a chance to win that fight. Now, Eubanks may not get past Matt Korobov, but I expect him to get past an old Korobov. Korobov a year older. He had a little fight with who the fuck he just fought? Oh boy, from down there in the DMV. He had a little tough fight with him. You know, I think Eubanks I think Eubanks should be able to beat Korobov. He just gonna outwork him. Korobov only throw 1 or 2 shots at a time. But it wouldn't surprise me if Korobov beat him. It wouldn't be I wasn't surprised. But I know PBC is gonna give Eubanks the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? So Eubanks is supposed to be this big names in the UK. So they trying to find a way. And promoters gonna find a way. And watch how Top Rank get creative with Terrence Crawford, which I'm gonna talk about him in a second. Top Rank gonna get creative with Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? I already heard some shit they got going down for him, but Canelo not beating the shit out. Yes, he will beat the shit out of Charlo. Beat the shit out of Charlo. Man, easy work. That's an easy fight. This motherfucker Charlo just lost to Korobov. Did he? If motherfuckers just conveniently forget that, he barely beat Austin Trout that went through the car wash and went through it again. He barely beat him. Jermall Charlo ain't got shit for Canelo Alvarez. He ain't got shit for him. You know what I'm saying? They got to get to working. He could be taller and all that, you know, but he ain't getting no better. I'm sorry. This ain't me, hating on the motherfucker, but I'm just watching him. He ain't getting no better. Roger, salute. Yeah, Manuel Lean. I couldn't remember his name. Appreciate it, Ricky. Manuel Lean. I think he kind of won that fight, though. Michael Marjamarlo was stiff, walk stiff in that Korobov fight. Man, that motherfucker Canelo I don't care if Canelo ain't a southpaw. Canelo pick his ass apart. Yeah, Jermall the better Charlo. He definitely was better when he was with Ronnie Shields, but he had a TV deal first. First, Shelly Finkel was his promoter. Shelly Finkel became a manager, became a manager promoter in America. Then he signed with Golden Boy along the line, and he signed his release when Golden Boy gave James Kirkland to Canelo instead of him. So it is what it is. And they've been saying that it's been non-disclosure agreements on Canelo opponents for a while. Somebody told me, I can't remember who it was, that it was a non-disclosure agreement during the James Kirkland fight. I thought it was a joke when people said that they Golden Boy told James Kirkland that he couldn't train with Ann Wolf for the fight, but it turned out that was some real shit. So they've been putting gag orders. There's no telling what other gag orders they put on fights. Canelo is truly manufactured. He said Canelo don't want that. Won't want the with everyone you smoking. I don't. I think. I mean, Charlo ain't no killer, bro. But I know for a fact he don't want to fight Triple G again. He want to age him out, and he don't want to fight Demetrius Andrade. I know Demetrius Andrade is on his no go list. You know what I'm saying? That's all. That's all I know that for a fact. Demetrius Andrade ain't getting that fight unless something seriously change. But really, Jermall was the boxing guy. Jermall played football when Jermall convinced him to box again. See, I didn't know that. You can tell. You definitely can tell. Charlo is too. I think he meant stiff. Canelo would pick him apart. I'm just keeping real. Boo Boo is a no go for everyone. Yeah, he do bad business, dude. That nigga was pulling out of fights. Lara and didn't want to fight Lara. He's wasting people time, bro. He blacklisted himself. So I really don't feel bad for him because he did bad business. But Charlo and Eubanks, I'm looking forward to that fight. It wouldn't be surprised me if Charlo put him out of his misery. I don't see Eubanks stopping him, but it wouldn't surprise me if Charlo knocked him out. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't surprise me at all. So, but I do think that's gonna be one of the better fights in 2020 though. I think 2020 gonna get off to a great. I think 2019 gonna end off real great. The month of December is just like bananas. You got Ruiz, you got AJ, you got Tank cracking open the boxing market again in Atlanta versus Gamboa. You got Harrison, Charlo 2. You got who else you got? You got Bud Crawford, Heisman Knight, Lopez, Comey, Mick Conlon versus the guy who robbed him in the Olympics. And also you got Tevin Farmer opening up the Miami market, which damn, why I forget this nigga name? Nigga that fought Gary Russell. I'm forgetting people's name today. What was y'all know my man's name that fought Gary Russell. He fought him tough. Diaz. Is it Jojo Diaz? I don't know why I'm forgetting people's names. I need to take a nap. He fought Jojo Diaz. He fighting Jojo Diaz in Miami 2 days before the Super Bowl. So I think that's great, man. I might go down there and check that out. So, they got a nice little card coming up. I think Kel Jaffe is taking on Juan Estrada on the card and Danny Roman. So they're gonna be cracking the Miami market open, man. So I think it's huge for all the brothers down there in South Florida. They said 2020 was going to be the year of big fights. It looked like it because I was going to Miami. If I got it off, I'm going to Miami. Welcome to Miami. I'm going to Miami. That's a no-brainer. Super Bowl in. I don't care if Tevin Farmer win or lose. I'm going to check that out. What's up with your boy Tank? He fighting December 28th. State where Atlanta Hawks play, State Farm Arena. But he's talking about why not fight Taylor. I'm like, man, he wild and slow. Like, nigga, you will get your stupid ass beat. You don't believe the shit you said. You know what I'm saying? Taylor been in not Gervonta David. I don't like Gervonta's a joke. But I also heard like earlier this week that Showtime is supposed to be making a huge run in boxing. They supposed to be really up in their finances or their money in boxing. So Showtime supposed to be going after a lot of big fights in 2020. So that's something to look at. And also, I heard that they were saying that one of the fights that HBO might come back to boxing. They said they lost a lot of subscribers when boxing went away. So I heard it's a little inkling that HBO could be coming back into boxing, but I think a lot of people think eventually it's gonna happen. So if it happened, it happened. If it don't, it don't. But I heard they lost a lot of subs. I believe Tank will give him a good fight. Yeah, man. Tank gonna get done worse than Regis Prograis. Tank ain't fought nobody, dog. Other than Jose Pedraza, they refuse to put Tank in there with somebody. And when you don't fight nobody, y'all know what happened. Oh, Taylor already said what's up. He said, let's fight. I'll go to Miami if Tevin and JoJo happened there, bro. Yeah, I wouldn't mind it. That's 2 days before Super Bowl. I've been to one Super Bowl. I'll go to 2. But yeah, Jose Ramirez, I heard he won't Josh Taylor now. He was never going to fight Regis Prograis. So Jose never wanted to fight Regis Prograis. He was gonna move up. It had Regis Prograis won. They figured that Regis Prograis was going to beat Josh Taylor. So they was prepared to have Jose Cepeda pick up the WBO belt, and whoever get the and then the WBC belt will go to the Taylor Regis winner. But now he really think he can beat Josh Taylor, which I don't understand why people keep underestimating Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor, man, if I'm him, I'm not fighting fucking Jose Ramirez on Top Rank. I'm not fighting him because if he fight fucking Josh Taylor on Top Rank, Top Bob Arum gonna try to get 1,000 options on Josh Taylor. Watch what I tell you. You know what I'm saying? And if he don't get options, they gonna rob him. That's it. They gonna rob the shit out of Josh Taylor. Now it's a rumor that Josh Taylor should be signing to the he supposed to be signing on Eddie Hearn and going over to the DAZN with a co-promotional deal. But Jose, like it's like the Mexican fans, they really like not even Mexican fans. It's so many fans that ignore the fights. Like people just forgot who did Jose Ramirez just struggled with Jose Cepeda. And who said, well, Jose Cepeda low key good. I ain't talking low key good. Jose Cepeda is an okay fighter. You know what I'm saying? Good movement. He was outboxing him. Maurice Hooker, nobody ever really rated Maurice Hooker that good. Nobody ever said Maurice Hooker was the creme de la creme. Maurice Hooker was looked at, and I like Maurice Hooker. He was looked at as the worst of all the champions at 140. Even worse than Relic when he had a belt. You know what I'm saying? So, Jose Ramirez, you look at his resume, who did he beat? He beat Hooker. He barely beat Cepeda. He fought Antonio Orozco. Didn't stop him. I thought he stopped Amir Mine. Do so not. He didn't stop Amir Mine. He stopped Mike Reed. He the homie. But other than that, come on, man. They get punished, man. They're going to rob Josh Taylor, or Josh Taylor got to go in there and stop Jose. Jose Ramirez, he getting better under Robert Garcia, but he ain't shit. He said Teofimo was trying to fight Cepeda at 35. I didn't know that. Is Gamboa more washed up than Kirk? Yeah, Kirk Gamboa way washed up. It's done. When he lost to that Castellano guy, man, he done. If they don't rob Taylor got to go over there and knock fucking Ramirez out. He got to knock Ramirez clean the fuck out. But their plan is to have Ramirez get all 4 belts, then move up and fight Terrence Crawford. That's the plan. But it go down in the summer of 2020. But Ramirez ain't shit. These Mexican fans, Ramirez will easily beat Jock. Where? He only beat Jose Cepeda. Cepeda get his ass beat by Josh Taylor. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to make some good money off that fight. I hope that shit on the zone. I hope it's on the zone. I don't know why Jose Ramirez was scared of, I don't know, shout out to Derek. I don't know why he was scared of Regis Prograis. This nigga was petrified of Regis Prograis. He did not want to fight Regis Prograis. And this dude beat Regis Prograis, and you think come on, you gonna beat the shit out of Jose. I hope he stopped Jose Ramirez. I hope he stopped him. He another one. It's too many pussy ass Mexican fighters out here nowadays, man. It's too many pussy ass Mexican fighters. None of these Mexican fighters, they got no balls. Only ones that really got it is like Juan Estrada. He'll fight anybody. You got Miguel Burchett, he a vagina. Canelo, vagina. Jose Ramirez, vagina. Gilberto Ramirez, I don't know what the fuck he is. Top Rank gonna be trying to put him in there with nobody. Come on, man. They don't even make boxers do the way they used to make them no more. At least Mexican fighters used to be with the shit. They used to be on some gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? They used to fight each other. They'll fight anybody. You know, Marquez and Morales, Barrera. Man, these man, they don't make boxers the way they used to. They don't make fighters the way they used to. I don't know what's next reporter. They don't make fighters the way they used to, dude. Man, Mexican fighters used to be tough. They used to be gritty. They used to go balls to the walls, man. You used to expect like dudes come from Argentina They might not be the most skilled, but they used to be tough, gritty. They can punch. You used to expect, UK fighters used to have a certain amount of, toughness and edge to them. Every now and again, a UK fighter will win. When he stepped up in America, you had Kawasaki beating Lacey. Back in the day, you had Honeycomb beating Donald Curry. You know what I'm saying? You had Lennox. He got knocked out by 2 Americans, but he eventually came over and dominated a few Americans himself. Now, you rarely see UK fighters beat American fighters, maybe by an inch or by 100 miles. You barely see it now. Josh Taylor is the anomaly. He's the anomaly. You know what I'm saying? Even Carl Frost, he really didn't beat Andre Dirrell. Leo Santa Cruz, glad you brought him up. They got a gag order. They got a gag order on the second rehydration clause, man. But it's going around there. It's going around there. It's the second one. I've been assured that. Kovalev can't talk about it, but it's fact. It's real. Santa Cruz, the worst one of all. Santa Cruz, Burchett, make Canelo look like he the king or something like that. Hold on, shit! I knocked the mic down and shit. But it is what it is, man. But Jose Ramirez don't want to fight Regis. I don't know why he was scared of Regis Prograis, dude. I felt that he might have had got him, but maybe it was the power, maybe it was the speed. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he feel like, man, Jose Ramirez, he ain't been good for a minute. I mean, he ain't never been good to me. He was improving. You know what I'm saying? All they trying to do is build him up to get beat up by Bud. And you know what Bud gonna do too. Bud gonna whoop his ass right at the Staples Center, right in Fresno, right in wherever they want to do. Bud gonna paint the canvas red with his blood. You know what I'm saying? He gonna paint the canvas with his blood. That's just what it's about to be about. So, at the end of the day, when they offer Josh Taylor, Terrence Crawford, same thing. I love Josh Taylor, but Terrence Crawford just better. He's just a better fighter. So, I'm looking forward to seeing all those fights, but I guess I want to talk about this the other day. I guess Victor Postile is really with Al Heyman because he's been represented by TGB Promotions, Tom Brown, whoever the fuck his name is, Promotions, and obviously that's in the Premier Boxing Champions affiliated promoter. So they came to a deal for the Jose Ramirez fight. So Al Heyman got a chance to get 2 belts with Victor Postile now. Because Victor Postile, we can't talk about Josh Taylor fighting, Ramirez, and Josh Taylor got an IBF mandatory to get past, which is a guy I never heard of. And we can't talk about them fighting about their next fight. Now, can Victor Postile beat Jose Ramirez? At this point, he looked pretty good versus Josh Taylor. I don't know what he did since then, but Victor Postile at his best would beat Josh Taylor. You know what I'm saying? He would have beat a Jose Ramirez. And I think at his best, he might have gave Josh Taylor a little bit more fits. That was a close fight in my opinion. Closer than they had it, but I do think, Victor Postile will, present a little bit of a problem for Jose Ramirez. He another guy who real stiff. Got good power. Technically really, really good. I think he technically so good. He just too fundamentally sound. If he able to break tendencies and kind of do something, out of his rhythm, I think he'd be a lot better fighter. But I think that'd be a good fight. They're not gonna let Victor Postile win that fight. I believe it's gonna go down on ESPN. So he really ain't got a chance unless he go out there and straight up knock out Jose Ramirez. But it's sad though. When you a guy in boxing that can't knock guys out, man, I don't even think you should pursue a career in boxing. Karate body salute. You know what I'm saying? If you can't knock guys out, you shouldn't even pursue a career in boxing. You know what I'm saying? And that's just real shit because it's too much politics behind it. You hear Tony Harrison said his father and grandfather didn't want to let him get into boxing because it's too much about politics. It's all about politics. See, it's all about politics. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't going out there knocking out everybody, dude, and you ain't the chosen one, or you ain't that guy, man, they gonna rob you. It's been a lot, Granados has been he been on the short end of the stick a lot. You know what I'm saying? So Darnell Boone, he been on the short end of the stick a few times. You know what I'm saying? And there's certain guys that just not gonna get that victory, man. It really is. It's all corrupt. You know what I'm saying? It's all corrupt. If you ain't knocking dudes out, man, you ain't gonna. Boxing shouldn't even be for you. It's beautiful that Tevin Farmer, a guy that don't knock nobody out, you know what I'm saying, can get a world championship because he wasn't supposed to be there. But you think Tevin Farmer, Trey Salute, you think Tevin Farmer, Manuel Augusta, that's another guy. You think Tevin Farmer would, got a world championship if it wasn't about who he knew and his connections? Lou DiBella helped him get that championship. He put him in his position. Look at Sergey Derevchenko. He got 2 shots to IBF in less than a year or some shit like that. Lou DiBella got a great relationship with the IBF. Without Lou DiBella, Tevin Farmer don't get that title shot. Without Lou DiBella, Derevchenko don't get either one of his IBF title shots. All this shit is not about what you know. It's about how much money you got and who you know. So Lou DiBella, he a regional guy. He New York, he Jersey. Where the IBF station at? In Jersey. So they got a great working relationship. It's all about relationships, man. And look at a lot of these dudes that's fighting. Like, it's dudes that getting mandatories that you never heard of. No, I ain't going live for the fight tonight. Hell no. Now, especially if you're coming on 1, 2 in the morning. I might be going to a party since that shit going on late. Chris Ray, salute. Appreciate it. Y'all share the videos, man. I do appreciate that. But like I said before, man, it's crazy, man. Tonight's fight lost a lot of luster with these BS rehydration clauses. Yup. They didn't want that shit to come out. But somebody leaked it. Lou DiBella didn't help Wilder get that Charles Martin. That was Al Heyman doing. Al Heyman had Charles Martin. Al Heyman sent that belt over. Lou DiBella can't trump Al Heyman. That was Lou DiBella fault. I mean, that was Al Heyman fault. Al Heyman got Charles Martin paid. Charles Martin shouldn't have to fight another day in his life. But you know what? He probably bought him a fancy ass car. All Charles Martin had to do was come to Detroit and invest in real estate. And he would have been good. Shit, he could have went to Houston and bought a couple houses and rented that shit out. Or in Texas. I don't know what he did, but he's still fighting. He shouldn't even have to fight no more. He another motherfucker. He stiff than a motherfucker, man. He's stiff as hell. But, to wrap it up before I get in the Q&A, we talked about it's a second rehydration clause on Kovalev. He can't come in at more than 190 tonight in the ring. So, that I got that news this morning. And then he just at the end of the day, he'd never be pound for pound in my opinion. But just the shit he pulling, dude, and especially, man, he never had a great dominant performance. I felt that his breakout performance was versus Triple G in the second fight, but people say that fight was close. You like, what about Danny Jacobs? Well, people say that fight was close. So he's never got a knockout victory or fight that wasn't. Every fight he has been debatable on that level. Or the fighter been old. Shane Mosley was old. Jose Cotto was old. Miguel Cotto was old. Even though people said that fight was close. Chavez, he was beyond it. He was past his prime. Rocky Fielding, nobody respected him. Danny Jacobs, people said that fight was close. Gennady Golovkin, people said both fights was close or he could have lost both fights. So, it is what it is. And then Charlo and Eubanks supposed to be next, long as Canelo don't see Charlo a good offer. So, that's what's going on. We talked about Jose and Josh Taylor. So, it is what it is. Wilder said he bought a lac and smoked it up. Cadillac ain't shit. I'm going to depend on what type of Cadillac you get. That CT6, we used to build them. Them motherfuckers started off like at 70,000. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. But Cadillac ain't shit. A lot of these niggas getting Rolls Royces, Maseratis. When you start getting up in 100,000 for a car, you know what I'm saying? Ferraris and Bugattis and shit. You start seeing 100, 200, 300, 400, 500,000. Come on. You can get a motherfucking You can get a Suburban and put everything you want in it and be rolling. You can get a Hellcat and just upgrade it a little bit and you could be rolling. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like when you was a kid. Remember, it's a toy you always want. I always wanted the Rad 2.0. I got it for Christmas. When I got it, I played with it for a minute, but it got boring. You know what I'm saying? It's like that video game you want. You play it for a minute. You know, it got boring. And what y'all know about this shit right here? This shit, I've been playing this shit. Man, I'm about to turn this bitch on when I get off. What you know about this shit right here, man? This shit, I got this as an anniversary gift, man. For my girl, shit. Been together for like 4 years now, man. This motherfucker right here, man. I got a Super Nintendo Classic too. I got an actual 16-bit play Genesis in my storage. I gotta go get it. I got it from Japan for one of my birthdays. This is the shit, man. That motherfucker got Toe Jam and Earl. It got Sonic 2, Sonic 1. It got Sonic Spinball. It got Streets of Rage 2. That motherfucker got everything on this motherfucking bed. Street Fighter, Virtual Fighter 2. I was just playing that shit the other day. This motherfucker, man. Man, this is my motherfucking shit right here. I got that Modern Warfare too, though, man. That shit go hard. And that's probably one of the best shit out there, man. The PlayStation Classic, man, that shit was trash. It didn't have nothing I played on it, so I didn't get the PlayStation Classic, but they got the motherfucking 64 Classic come out. All the 64 Classic gotta have on there for me. It's Super Mario World, Perfect Dark, and GoldenEye 64. That's it. That's it. They got them fucking 3 games on there. I'm buying it. I spend the 200 ball on that shit. He can't come in more than 190. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I got any questions? I'll answer them real quick before I hop off. I was only gonna stay on for about an hour. Now I'm about to cook. Watch the Pistons game. Ain't no good college game come on, but besides Georgia and Florida today. College should be ashamed of themselves today, bro. All these fucking toilet bowl games. I think Georgia ended up winning anyway. Let me see. Let me see if Georgia won. Florida State and Miami. Oh my God, both of them programs suck monkey balls these days. I never thought Florida State and Miami would suck. Oh yeah, Georgia won by 7. I thought Florida would win. Your Pistons beat in. Yeah, they both on a back to back. We played in Chicago last night and lost in Chicago, and the Nets played Houston and Brooklyn last night, and they won. Houston ain't shit. Play no defense. Who Ennis beats? I don't know yet, man. So I like to see them step up and fight. I like to see them step up and fight. Let me look at the list. I don't know what my dog dreaming about. It must be food. I like to see Ennis fight Ray Robinson, Jamal James, Josito Lopez, Avaresian, Vargas if he ever come back down. I wouldn't want to see him fight Michael Fox. They both young. That wouldn't prove nothing. Basically those, if you get a Ugis, Rashidi Ellis, I heard Ocampo fighting at 54 now, so I like to see that shit happen for him, man, to be honest. Porter and Trout. Porter too fresh. I think Trout done. I think it'll be a close fight, but I think Porter get credit for being more aggressive. I think Trout don't got the legs. Trout don't got the power to keep Porter off. He had to use angles. You know what I'm saying? I think Porter try to rough him up. I think Porter might be the stronger fighter too at this point. I know for sure he the fresher fighter. He more naturally a 54 pounder than 47 pounder. You might see a faster, stronger. You might even see a more powerful Sean Porter, but I think it'll be on Team Cleveland again. I think it'll be Porter. I think Porter win by 2 points, 2 rounds. Berto, I think Berto just tore his bicep or had a bicep injury, so I think Berto might be done. I don't know, but I think that'll be a good fight, but it wouldn't prove nothing. I think Ennis will outclass Berto, man. Um, Berto had all that time. I remember they was pushing Berto on HBO as the next biggest thing. That's one of the reasons HBO stopped fucking with Al Heyman. They put so much money into Berto and he ended up not being shit. George Hills posted a low ball by Team Farmer no fight. Damn. That's crazy. Did Tevin Farmer ever re-up with the DAZN? I know he said a couple weeks ago he was supposed to sign his new contract the next day. So let me see. Let me go check his Twitter page out. What's this motherfucking Twitter page? Let me see. I'll go Tevin Farmer shit. Let me see. Y'all know his Twitter page? JoJo. Okay, JoJo. Let me see if they're going back and forth. Hold on, it's just JoJo. What's that nigga Twitter page? It's just JoJo? I done got the singer. I thought I had him on Twitter. That's crazy. I can't find this nigga. Joseph Diaz, I believe. Okay, hold on. Oh, I got him. Update on the Farmer fight. I'm not turning down the offer to fight Farmer. I'm privileged to be a boxer and consider the offer to fight Farmer a privilege. All boxers highly respect the sport and expect the sport to also highly respect its boxers. We put our lives on the line for the sport and should be paid fairly. I received one offer which is below fair market value of what the fight is worth, along with the ultimatum to accept the unfair offer or not. So he should go ahead and accept it. He should win that fight. Asante El, salute. He should. I accept that shit. Fuck that. And sometimes you gotta compromise to at the end of the day, I be like, man, I can't do this. Send me a better offer. But they don't want to fight that. He don't want that fight no way. Yeah, Burchett getting it. We just talked about him. We just flamed him. We just flamed Burchett. But it is what I mean. I told y'all. I felt Jojo Diaz to beat him. I'm pulling for Tevin to win, but JoJo, he gave Gary Russ a real run for his money. Is this the first in history for two? I don't know, man. I don't know. A lot of these dudes, man, it'd be a lot of gag orders on shit. I ain't never heard that shit before. Only thing I knew about Wakes coming to the ring is HBO used to post them. Showtime don't do that. That's why Danny trying to call out Pac fight. They think Errol not ready. That's what I mean. I heard that fight could happen next. Danny and Pacquiao, and I think Pacquiao will fight Manny. I think after that, Pacquiao will fight Mikey. So it'll give a chance for Mikey to tune up, and then it'll give a chance for Pacquiao to fight Danny, and then he fight Mikey, and then I don't know when Earl coming back. I know that picture he posted is old as hell. He said, "Stop calling my Mayweather voice. Stop calling on take you, make him look bad." Farmer out here, A side and people. Man, you ain't lying, bro. Like if I'm Jojo Diaz, I'd be like, okay, I take the offer. Real talk, I take that shit. I would, cause he gonna win the fight regardless. It's for a world title, but he gonna win that fight regardless. Keep coming with the questions. I got time. This nigga Bruce Brown out here shooting threes and shit. My nigga Dre out here on the boards. Tevin about to lose. That's why he trying to cash out, basically. Trying to take all the bread. Spence should take 2020 off and come back in 2021. Yeah, then it's a lot of politics behind that. Will they let him hold the belt that long? It's the question. I City salute. I've been saying that about Tevin Farmer, bro. He said he put 5,000 on Jason Sosa tonight. I said you might as well give me that 5,000, man. You just throwing away 5,000. But Chet gonna beat Jason Sosa. You crazy as hell. Yeah, Tevin Farmer a known duck. He a known duck. JoJo should take that shit. You gonna win regardless. You know what I'm saying? But that was a nice little card to be in Miami. I would have fucked with it, dog, for sure. Right before the Super Bowl, could me and Ricky E could have got some Super Bowl tickets and shit. That'd have been the shit right there. Super Bowl, man, that's the best one of the best events I've ever been to. I sure wish I had a chance to go to the after party. I sure go to the after party in Miami. I got a few homeboys out there, bro. I know where not to go. For real. Fuck with these niggas. I went there for spring break. Nigga try to take me in the hood. Like, nigga, I don't want to see the hood, nigga. I'm from the hood. Every hood the same. What Ice Cube say? Every hood the same. You seen one hood? I don't want to see where you get your weed at. I don't want to see where you get your cocaine, your hair. I don't want to see none of that. I just want to see the blue ocean. I want to see if a brick gonna come off the motherfucking come out the ocean onto the sand. I just want to see ass and titties. That's all I want to see. I ain't trying to see the hood niggas. I ain't trying to see the dope boys. I go to the swap meet. That's it. I'm trying to see lemon pepper my wings. I'm trying to see where Rick Ross wings stop at. That's it. I'm trying to eat and I'm trying to get some titties and booty cheeks. That's it. Yeah, for sure. Derrick Rose come back. I don't know if he playing tonight. I think he injured tonight. He had a hamstring. I think they arrested him tonight. Oh, for sure. It's gonna be a ton. I went to the one in Indianapolis. You know, Indianapolis, they call it nap town. But the Colts got a nice arena though. For sure. The Colts got a nice arena. I was all in the suites and shit. They shit sweet as hell. For real. Then they got a tunnel that go from Lucas Oil to what they call their new arena. It ain't Casico Fieldhouse no more, is it? To where the Pacers play, got a tunnel underground. That shit was dope. Hit Sunny Island, Florida, one in Miami. I have to remember that. Hell yeah, I'm just trying to drunk, titties, wings, booty. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to have a good time. That'll give me a good reason to get the hell out the D. Man, why it look like Ryan getting upset when you look at Dunno highlights? That's gonna be a tough fight for him, man. I like to see Ryan Garcia slow it down. You know, I like to see Ryan Garcia take his time and actually harness his speed and use his speed correctly. He can be a good fighter. Tuck his chin, move his upper torso a little bit more, but I think Ronaldo is a good coach though, man. It take multiple fights to break habits. I would like to see him have, a prospect year, just 3 or 4 or 5 fights, just fighting lower level opposition and getting it right. Why would Draymond Green getting triple singles? But he said if he wasn't on the Golden State Super Team, he would average 20 and 10. I think he got hurt last night, bro. Yeah, he got hurt last night. I think he out tonight. Him and D'Angelo Russell out tonight. So I think Russell got a sprained ankle, and I think Draymond Green got a hurt hand. So he got hurt last night though. He said he couldn't grip the basketball. I heard he could be on the move though. We was gonna give him a max contract when he was a free agent a few years ago, but he just a glorified role player, man. It's all it is. He like Ben Wallace type of player, But Ben Wallace was a much more dominant defensive player. But I think Draymond Green was a much better offensive player. I agree. Ryan has serious potential overall in and out the ring. He needs to be. He like a young dude. When you young, you first start getting coochie. You just want to beat everything up. After a while, you got to slow down and take your time. All he want to do is be a jackrabbit. You know what I'm saying? He said, no, his ass quit. I don't know if he did quit. He already on the move regardless. But he said he couldn't grip the ball, though. I believe him. I don't think he allowed by the injury. But, he was reason, KD left, though. Draymond makes Portland. I think that's a perfect fit for Draymond. Portland is a perfect fit for Draymond. Oh, shit. Spencer Dinwiddie just dropped my mans off the Pistons. Ooh, damn. Ben Wallace way better than Draymond. Yeah, defensively. I mean, he had more heart than Draymond, too. When Ben Wallace left the Pistons, it was a wrap. It was a wrap. They tried to replace him with Nazi Muhammad. I think he left over a few million. It hurt his career. It wasn't just a wrap for the Pistons. It was right for his career. I hated that Ben Wallace left for a couple $1 million. It was a perfect fit for him. Kind of remind you of Ndamukong Suh leaving the Pistons. You know what I'm saying? Not Ndamukong Suh leaving the Lions. And Ndamukong Suh was never the dominant player once he left the Lions. And but you can't blame him for leaving the Lions though, right? De La Hoya needs to focus on Ryan and Vigil to save Golden Boy. He got another young dude I've seen. He was talking about. Oh yeah, I think De La Hoya should have trained Ryan Garcia himself. There's a lot of parallels there. Ben Wallace, one of my favorite players in the NBA. Oh man, Iverson is my all-time favorite though. No basketball player be ever greater in my mind than Allen Iverson. Nobody. I don't care what they say. Oh, he shot 50 shots and he didn't win it. I don't give a fuck about winning the championship. Iverson was the shit. I used to love some Iverson, dude. I had the shoes. We used to love the commercial. We had the commercial with Jadakiss. Man, Iverson was better than Jordan to me, dog. That's just my personal opinion. I love when he crossed over Jordan, dog. Man, and Iverson played 82 games a year every year. Iverson 82 games a year, 6 foot, 170 pounds, 82 games a year. Nigga, only team to beat the Lakers that year. He gave the Lakers the business. That nigga stepped over Tyronn Lue like, nigga, get off me. That's the only team that beat the Lakers that year. The Lakers was they was dominating everybody. Derek Fisher came off that injury. That motherfucker Fisher was shooting the blood out the ball. He was shooting the pig skin off the. I remember that whole playoff series. Derek Fisher he ain't missed shit that whole run they had. The Lakers just ran through everybody. I seen Dunno highlights. That's a dangerous fight for Ryan. Yeah, I heard. I watched a little bit of Dunno before. I remember when Ryan first was ducking him. Somebody was telling me that shit. And the zone been having a lot of upsets. It wasn't no low management. Man, you talking about the old NBA. I could talk about the old NBA all day. To the greatest what if stories, DeJuan Wagner, Penny Hardaway, Mark Price, Terrell Brandon, Tom Gugliotta, Malik Sealy passing away. I think, was it Bobby Phillips or was it David Wesley? One of them passed away too. Remember that little back? I could talk about the NBA all day. Oh, Tracy McGrady, man, hell yeah. I remember my boy had the sneakers, the black and blue ones. I had Tim Duncan's, I had the LeBrons. I had the first LeBrons, white and red ones. I had the very first ones. There's a lot of undefeated Latino fighters with Golden Boy that get few fights a year, no promotion, false notion that Golden Boy looks out for Mason. Like, yeah, Abner Mars dispelled that. Abner Mars said that was a lie. Oh yeah, I heard about his son. Yeah, Bobby Phillips. Yeah, he the one that. Charlotte had a nice little backcourt back then. There was a lot of great players. The NBA talent level really dropped off. It's starting to come back though. It's starting to come back, but NBA had a great talent pool, man. Mullins and Mitch Richmond and Tim Hardaway. Remember, young kid. Jamal Mashburn. Yeah, a lot of great. There was a lot of great players, man. Really, really good players back in the day, man. I just love watching NBA, man. I watched every game I could, man. The NBA was on all weekend. College football, NFL couldn't hold shit to them. There was NBA on Sunday. Before the NFL took over, NBA was on Saturday and Sunday. Double, triple headers on Sunday. So now the NBA wait till the NFL go off on Sunday to start doing their Sunday games. But NBA was on NBC every Sunday. It was a triple header. Kobe 2K fan salute. You know what I'm saying? They had NBA was dominant. NBA dominated Saturday morning. Cause they had TV shows. Remember Hang Time, and then Ahmad Rashad would come on inside the NBA, and then they'd go into like a double, triple header on Saturday. Then they'd do a triple, quadruple header on NBC on Saturday. The NBA used to have that shit on lock. But the NFL had a good ass product, man. They pretty much NBA. They just got soft. You know what I'm saying? I remember I used to watch NBA faithfully. Don't let Iverson be playing, dude. We stop everything we doing. We watch Iverson play. If they had the NBA League Pass in the 90s, I would have made my mama get that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'd have made my mama give me that shit. That shit, man, that shit would have been gold, dog. The 90s was the shit. Heat, Pacers, yeah, it was good. It was good. The NBA was the shit. It didn't get no better than that, bro. It didn't get no better. You don't have to go on channel 559-254. Wasn't no NBA TV, nigga. It was motherfucking NBC, nigga. But football, you could have seen football coming. Football had a good product though. Before they took away all the hits, you could see football coming. And boxing was pretty good back then. Boxing was excellent in the 90s. It was excellent in the 90s. 2000 was excellent too, About 2010 is when boxing went down the drain. Ron Artest would be a Draymond Green on steroids. Ron Artest used to shoot the ball. That motherfucker just forgot how to play offense. I don't know how that shit happened. I remember I was coming back from Cedar Point and that Malice at the Palace shit happened. I came in the house, man. My mom was like, they got the fight at the Palace. I said, who a couple fans? I seen that shit, man. Them niggas was throwing down. And what they said, oh, it's Detroit. No, nigga, that was Auburn Hills. That's easily about an hour outside of Detroit, nigga. That's closer to Pontiac. Way closer to Pontiac. They couldn't wait to say Detroit. Nah, nigga, we ain't had nothing to do with that. Oh, yep, it was on USA Network. Yeah, I remember that shit too. Wrestling used to be on USA Network too. Hell yeah, I remember that, man. Wrestling used to be the shit back in the day too, though. Hell yeah. I remember they came out with SmackDown and video game. That revolutionized wrestling video game. Attitude was dope. NWO versus WCW, that was dope. You know what I'm saying? Attitude, we thought it couldn't get no better than Attitude. We played the shit out of WWE. Was it WWE Attitude? It might have been F back then. Then they came out with SmackDown. Oh, man. It didn't get no better. And then they came out with SmackDown 2 straight. Even though them old video games, the graphics sucks, the concept was better. I remember 989 Sports Shootout, NFL Game Day. Nigga, Quarterback Club was better than Madden is now. NFL 2K5. NBA 2K5 was the truth. Was it whatever one with Ben Wallace was? That shit was the truth. Yeah, SmackDown on PS1, that shit might be a GOAT. We played all that shit, nigga. We had crazy. We these niggas just sit in the house and play Fortnite all day. We managed to go outside and play video game. We did it all. Oh, NBA Jams, NBA Showtime. Oh, yeah, all that shit. Then go to the arcade. I remember Tekken. I remember my cousin he was betting on my ass. He had a line at the movie theater for Tekken. Tekken Tag Team came out. I swept the movie theater, bro. It was a line about 20 motherfuckers. I swept all them niggas. My cousin didn't try to give me no money. My auntie made that nigga give me some money. I swept the niggas in Tekken. Every time somebody was stepping up, swept their ass in Tekken. I had Martial Law and Eddie. I swept the whole motherfucking movie theater. Swept them. Oh, WD, shut your mouth. Here comes the pain. I remember them motherfuckers. Michael Red would have got a max. Oh, easily. Hey, Michael Red, man, that motherfucker probably would have got a super max deal out there. Because Michael Red could shoot that hoe. Michael Red, before he injured was his knee, Michael Red for the Bucks out of Ohio State. Michael Red had that jumper. Steven Jackson, Jermaine O'Neal, really, man, I swear to God. Josh Jackson was in the crowd. He's played for Phoenix. He played for Memphis now. He said he was throwing shit out the crowd. Double dribble basketball games. I don't remember double dribble. What was doing on Sega? Was it Larry versus Magic? Was it Larry versus Jordan? Bird versus... I think it was Bird. What was some basketball game they had? My sister used to have that. She used to go over there and play that shit. What was that shit called? It was like Magic and Bird, or was it Jordan and Magic or Jordan and Bird? I forget the video game called. But NBA Jams, whoa, slams it in. Oh, Brandon Roy, yeah, he was dope. Portland, I wouldn't even want to play in Portland. NBA Fever 2000, I remember that shit. Remember NFL Blitz, NFL Fever. NFL Blitz was the shit too. The Blitz the League was too real, bro. Blitz the League was too real. My brother had that shit. That shit was too real. You going to the club punching people and shit. You gonna take steroids. Blitz the League was too real. Then we had Blitz on the PlayStation and shit too. Blitz was the shit. Arch Rivals basketball game. I don't remember that one. Blitz was too real. I remember NBA Live used to be dope in like 98 when Tim Hardaway was on the cover. One of my favorite ones, other than the one when they put the other than the one with Jason Kidd and then Vince Carter when they put the slam dunk contest, one of my favorite ones was when you had to unlock Jordan, you had to play Jordan like 1-on-1, was like live 01. You had to play Jordan 1-on-1 to unlock him. You had to pay him on like Superstar, whatever the hard level was. The older video games had better concept. They just didn't have the better graphics. They had better graphics. Oh, it's cool, bro. Shout out to Jalen. Salute. Remember when Michael wasn't in the game? He was player, yeah, double, 000 or 99. Hell yeah. I remember on that live, you had to unlock that nigga. Man, that took me a long time to unlock that nigga. NBA Jams 2020 Verizon. You get that shit on Verizon? This nigga over here stored this shit. That shit crazy though, man. That shit. That's some good ass video. I want Blitz to come back, bro. Fuck NBA, NFL Streets. That shit was tight. But Blitz was my shit, dog. You didn't have to know how to play football to play Blitz. We had hella fun playing Blitz Elite. They can remaster that shit. That shit was so crazy. They was talking about some real crazy shit. That shit. The old Blitz too. We used to love playing that shit. They can bring back NBA Jams or Showtime and Blitz. I had the new Tekken. I think I sold that shit. That shit was sweet as hell. And then they brought Bushido, the old black dude on there. That nigga, I want to get that shit again. Tekken was cool. I be forgetting they be updating the games with new players and shit. I want to see them come out with like Street Fighter versus like Mortal Kombat. I got Fight Night Champions. I got that shit on my Xbox. It's Xbox 360 version, but you can get on Xbox One. When I bought UFC 4, it came with it free. Oh, Marvel vs. Capcom, when that shit dropped, I remember that dropped in the arcade. That line for the arcade was long as hell. That was one of the hottest arcade streets, NBA streets. Yeah, that shit was dope. Remember the N1 video game they had? My nigga had that shit. Isaac Frost. Yeah. It took me. I just beat him like a couple months ago. Man, that nigga. Man, it took me a minute to beat that nigga. But Marvel vs. Capcom, dog. Oh man, that had the arcade. Oh, that's when I still went to the arcade. The arcade was like crazy long for that shit. Crazy long. But that N1 video game, we played the shit out of that too. Oh, San Andreas, hell yeah, all the Vice City. Played all that shit. Street Fighter vs. Mortal Kombat would kill the game for 2020. The Tumble 8, salute. Yeah, I get that shit. I had blisters on my hands from her. Hell yeah, dog, man. I just played the shit out of that shit. I remember the arcade version was so cold, bro. The arcade version, dude. If you lost, you had a long ass way to get back in the line, dog. That's when motherfuckers still got out. With this internet shit, man, motherfuckers don't even come to your house and play the game no more. I used to go walk to my man's house, go down to my man's apartment. We used to bring the game. I bring my game down there. I bring my controller down there. Now online, everybody do shit online. GTA 3 was great. Remember Driver? Driver was dope as hell too. What's your favorite Madden? That's a good question. It had to be on PS2. It had to be on PS2. I can't remember the exact year. Even the one on PlayStation 1 with Culpepper on the cover, that shit was straight to us. The one with Vic on it, that nigga Vic was tough. Who else was my favorite one? The one with Peyton Hillis on, I had the best memories. That's when I first started playing online. I met a lot of people playing Peyton Hillis. I got an Xbox One X. No, it's a One S or whatever the fuck it is. And I got a Sega Genesis Classic, and I got a Super Nintendo Classic. I had a PS4 Pro, but when I had it, ain't nobody had no game. When nobody trying to play. I got an Xbox, and everybody got a PlayStation. I'm like, man, I got to get both. I'm going to get the ones next year. Yeah, I got an Xbox One S, whatever the fuck it is, with the 1 terabyte. It's my second one of these. But I got the headset, the controller, the rechargeable pack. I got a few games on there. Madden 04, Madden 12. Was Madden 12 the first one that? No, what was the first one that come on? The first one, yeah, I think that was the first one on PS4. That shit was dope. NBA Live or 2K. Back in the day, it was live, but now it's easily 2K. NBA Live was my shit back in the day. Back in the day, it was before it was even 2K. It was either EA Sports or it was 989 Sports. Oh, link. You can try Reddit or what I use? Ustream or some shit like that. I forget what to call it. You could just put in Fight Link on Google. It'll give you one. Sony and Microsoft ain't getting no more cash from me. Man, them motherfuckers, man. I play Modern Warfare though. That shit sweet as hell. I'm about to play the campaign mode now. That shit sweet as hell though. I ain't gonna lie to you. That shit dope. That's probably one of the better video games I played. Other than that, Madden was straight this year. I just ain't had nobody play because everybody had PlayStation. This has been one of the better Maddens in years. It's been one of the better Maddens in years. The fighting game's still dope though. Do you have? Yeah, I got Xbox Live. I think I gotta renew that shit. I have to renew it tonight. I think it ran out yesterday. Javante still fighting bum. Y'all know how it go. I'll be happy when he step up, but I like him fighting in Atlanta though. I do. My gamer tag, I put it in there. There you go, right there. I got Twitch too. You watch UFC? Yeah, I'm watching UFC. I got the UFC video game too. That's crazy. I forgot I had that shit. Luke Kennard, bang! He missed that bitch too. When are you going to be able to play PlayStation versus? I heard you play PlayStation versus Xbox on Modern Warfare. That's crazy. I think my boy said you could play it. I ain't never tried it though. My boy from Atlanta said you could play Xbox and PlayStation people on Modern Warfare. Wood, salute. Y'all go subscribe to Wood shit. This nigga getting up. You gotta use the bathroom, bro. Get. Bye. Bye. Go sit down. I'll let you out in a minute. But yeah, he said you could play Xbox and PlayStation people on Modern Warfare. You gotta check that shit out. Get. Try to knock my shit over. Yeah, come around. Sit. He be so bored with my daughter in here. I just asked you I got Madden 20. Yeah, I ain't got Madden no more. I had it. I'll get it back. This nigga, man. I beat the shit out of you, dog, in Madden, though. I beat the dog walking shit if it ain't changed that much. I played like last month. I beat your motherfucking ass. I beat niggas' ass with the Lions. I beat niggas' ass with the Lions on that bitch. My other team I played with, I can't remember. I had 2 teams on that motherfucker. Lions was for sure. But I'm about to finish watching this game though. Other than that, I'm gonna try to stay up for Canelo. I might end up going to this party, and then I'll be up by the time it come on. Clubs in Detroit close at 2. Unless you like the after hour. I'm too old to be in the after hours. If I do go in the after hours, I gotta have that thing on me. You gotta let me in with the woo wop. I ain't playing 3 months. Yeah. Man 20 doodle. I like the last one. 25. I hated Man 25. I hated that fucking game, bro. I like Madden 20. Madden 20, I hate that was the worst one. Richard Sherman on the front. That shit was the worst one. I hated Madden 20. I hated that motherfucker, bro. That's one of the Maddens that made me stop playing, bro. I hated Madden 20, bro. 25. I hated that motherfucker. But yeah, let me get off here, man. Let Miles out, man. Appreciate it. I'm gonna be back with some more videos later too. Madden 15, my bad. Madden 15, I hated that motherfucker. That bitch was the worst. Madden 15. But yeah, I'll be back, man. Appreciate everybody for showing love. Y'all know what it is. One time for the one time we go.